Welcome back, children. I hope you have followed the first video very properly. And in the first video we have been discussing about cell, the basic unit of life. How did we define cell? Let us recall what we have discussed in the previous lesson. Now see here, cell, the basic unit of life. By this we can understand that the structural and functional unit of each and every living body. So each and every living body, every organism which is having life can be made up only with the cell. So what we can say is, if the structure of wall, the basic unit is brick, like that, in our body, the structural and functional unit of our living body is cell. And who discovered cell means it is in the year 1665, Robert Hooke discovered cell. From which tree? Oak tree. Okay, so and what are the important parts of the cell? So cell has three main parts, and the cell parts can also be termed as cell organelles. So if you can repeat with me, it will be better for you. So cell parts can also be called as cell organelles, and there are three main parts in the cell for your syllabus in 8th class. The first part is cytoplasm, the second part is nucleus, and the third part is cell membrane. Once again, so the first part is cytoplasm, second part is nucleus, and the third part is cell membrane, which can also be termed as plasma membrane. Okay, so whatever it is, the compound wall of the cell is cell membrane. This can also be termed as plasma membrane. Okay, and the gel, I am not saying fluid. Okay, and already I have mentioned you, if it is liquid we have to mention like this, if it is fluid we have to mention like this. If you mention like this, it indicates it's a liquid. The thicker liquid is called as what? Fluid, right? So it is a dense, very thick fluid. Okay, this is called as cytoplasm, in which many cell organelles will be present. For your syllabus, only one single cell organelle I am mentioning you. This is called nucleus. This is called what? Nucleus. Okay. So this is cytoplasm, and the compound wall is plasma membrane, which can also be called as cell membrane, and the dense spherical structure, which is called the manager of the cell. Which is called the manager of the cell. That means it controls all the activities of the cell. So all the activities are under the control of nucleus. So it is called as what? Manager of the cell, or simply you can call it as leader of the cell. Right? So these three are called as what? Cell organelles, and these are the main parts of the cell. So for your understanding, if you take plant cell, there will be an extra covering over the cell membrane, which is also called as cell wall. Which is also called as what? Cell wall. This will be present only in plant cells but not in animal cell. So if you were asked to write what are the parts of the cell present in animal, that is animal cell, cytoplasm, nucleus, cell membrane. If they ask you to write the parts of the plant cell, you are supposed to add one more cell organelle called cell wall, which is present only in plant cell. Okay, so who discovered cell? Robert Hooke in the year 1665. From which plant or from which tree is oak tree? Which tree? Oak tree. So we observe honeycomb-like structure in the thin slice from the bark of this oak tree. From the bark of this oak tree, when he separated a thin slice and when he observed it under microscope, he is able to find tiny spaces like this. So he named them as small cavities, little room, called as cell. In cell is derived from a Latin word which is called as little room. Cell is discovered or cell is derived from which language, Latin, which means little room. So this is about the discovery of the cell. Later on, another scientist along with Felix Consuela, okay, and this is the year 1831, by experimenting on Brown. What is that? Robert Brown. So this Robert Brown is the scientist who talks about or who explained about the cell is having nucleus. The cell is having nucleus. So basing on the presence of nucleus, there will be two types of cells. How many types of cells? Two types of cells. One is eukaryotic cell, other one is prokaryotic cells. Cells are of how many types, ma? Two types. One is eukaryotic cell, other one is what? Prokaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cell means the cell which is having nucleus. Okay? And prokaryotic cell means which is not having nucleus. So the cell which is having nucleus can be termed as eukaryotic cell, whereas the cell which doesn't have nucleus is termed as prokaryotic cell. Okay? And now in this nucleus there will be genetic material. You will be having more focus on this in your 9th class, but here you will have a genetic material which will be helpful for passing of characters from one generation to another generation. So totally how many parts are there in the cell means 3 main parts. One is the compound wall called cell membrane, other one is fluid called cytoplasm. In this many cell organelles will be present. But for your syllabus in 8th class, only one single part is mentioned, that is nothing but nucleus. This is a dense spherical body present in the midst of the nucleus. Okay? And it contains genetic material which passes characters from one generation to another generation. For plant cells, there will be an extra covering. Okay, this gives turbidity. This gives more strength to the plant cell. More strength to the plant cell. That is called as cell wall. What is that called? Cell wall. So cell wall is present only in plant cells but not in animal cells. Okay, so this is all about the parts of the cell. And who discovered cell, ma? Robert Hooke. In which year? 1665. And there is another body called nucleus. Who discovered it? Orchid leaf. From which leaf? Orchid leaf. Who discovered? Robert Brown. In which year? 1831. So these are very important for your 1 mark, half mark questions. Okay? They will be asking you like this. In which year the cell was discovered? 1665. From which tree? Oak tree. Who discovered? Robert Hooke. In which year the nucleus was discovered? 1831. Who discovered? Robert Brown. From which leaves? Orchid leaves. Okay. So all these are, this is called the history of the cell. This is called the history of the cell. And the study of cell is called as what? Cytology. What is that? Cytology. Okay. Now if you take diversity in cells. Diversity means there's a lot of difference. So you might have learned in your lower classes about unity in diversity. Unity means standing together. Unity means what? Standing together. Diversity means beyond caste, color, creed and country. Okay? Beyond caste, color, creed and country. Like that, different varieties are termed as what? Diversity. Like that, if you see cells, there will be diversity in cells means there are different types of cells. Every cell will not have the same structure. Every cell will not have the same size. Every cell will not have same shape. So, there will be different shapes in the cells. There will be different sizes in the cells. First, let us talk about shapes and sizes. I hope you understood my point, ma. Every organism is made up of what? Made up of what? Cells. The structural and functional unit of living body is called as what? Cell. Is called as what? Cell. So, basing on this, there are diversity in the cells. That means there are different shapes of cells and there are different sizes of cells. Different shapes of cells and different sizes of cells. So, if you clearly observe here, I have mentioned it here as diversity in cells. Diversity is nothing but different types of cells. So, cells will be of different shapes and sizes. Each and every cell will not be of uniform size or uniform shape. There will be different shapes and different sizes in the cells. Okay. So, and the number of the cells in the organism also differ from one organism to another organism. Right? Now if you observe organisms, if only one single cell is present, it is called as unicellular organism. If you observe a single cell, if you take amoeba, amoeba is having only one single cell in its body. Okay, so this single cell with nucleus, this is only one single cell. If you observe, the shape is quite different and the number of the cell in amoeba is only one. So, one single cell, so it is termed as unicellular organism. Right? And if you take a paramecium, it is looking like a slipper. So, it is also called as a slippery animal. So, this is also one single cell. You can observe the shape is different. If you compare these two, this is in a zigzag fashion. This is looking like a slipper. If you take Chlamydomonas, it will be like this. Okay, so this is of different shape. By this, we can understand that there is diversity in cells. The shapes of cells will be different from one organism to another organism. In the organisms also, there will be different types of cells, different shapes of cells, different sizes of cells. Right? So, now if you observe this is termed as what? Unicellular. If an organism is possessing only one single cell in it, it is called as what? Unicellular. If more number of cells are present, it is termed as multicellular organisms. Now, are we multicellular or unicellular? Multicellular, because we have more number of cells. Like that, if you see clearly here, so all plants, birds, animals, human beings, all comes under multicellular sector, whereas all bacteria, euglena, paramecium, amoeba, all these comes under unicellular organisms because they have only one single cell in them. Right? So these are two types of organisms. One is unicellular, other one is multicellular. Now, you may get a doubt. Miss, we have separate digestive system for digestion. We have separate respiratory system for respiration. We have separate skeletal system. We have separate circulatory system. We have separate excretory system. So, different cells will organize to form tissues. Tissues will organize to form organs. Organs will organize to form organ systems. And organ systems will be totally designed as organs. Now, if only one single cell is there, group of cells only can form tissue. So there is no tissue formation in unicellular, there is no organ formation in unicellular, there is no organ system formation in unicellular. Totally, organism is formed with only one single cell. Then, how this one single cell is able to manage? Now, imagine one of you want to prepare chicken biryani. Right? Now, you are fond of chicken biryani or not, I don't know. But I am very fond of chicken biryani, so I would like to give you an example of chicken biryani only. Now, there are 4 members in a family here. There are 4 members in a family. Here only one single person is there in a family. Ek Niranjan here in one family. Group of 4 people in one family. Now, if you want to prepare chicken biryani in a house, if 4 members are there in a family, father, mother, brother, sister. So this forms a family. Here, no father, no mother, no sister, no brother. Only one single person is there. Now, to prepare chicken biryani, what is necessary? Chicken is necessary. Provisions for preparing chicken biryani is necessary. We have to go to market. We have to purchase all the things. For all that, what we need? We need money. Yes or no? So, first of all, money should be there to prepare chicken biryani. Who earns money in the family? Father. Okay. Father earns money for the process called preparation of chicken biryani. Right. Brother goes to market to purchase all the things. You got my point now? Father earns money. Brother purchases everything from the market. Now, sister, what she will do? What she will do? She will help her mother in the kitchen for chopping, for washing or anything else. Totally, the helping worker will be sister. Finally, the preparation will be done by mother and together they will eat chicken biryani. You understood my point, I think. Right? Father earns money. Mother prepares chicken chicken biryani is done and 4 together will enjoy the recipe for chicken biryani. Now, if you take A Niranjan here, first of all, he himself has to earn money. Okay, earning money by A Niranjan, going to market by A Niranjan, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, chopping by that A Niranjan, and also preparation by A Niranjan, eating also by A Niranjan. You got my point, right? Now, here every work is done by only one single person present in the family. But here group of people are there to share the work. In the same way, the multicellular organisms are having more number of cells in them. So, one cell may help in digestion, few cells will share the work called respiration, few cells will share the work called excretion, few cells will share the work called circulation. Like that, totally the body functioning will be shared by each and every cell of the body. But when you take unicellular organisms, since only one single cell is present in them, they only will do respiration. They only will do how this one single fellow in the family manage all the things. In the same way, all the work, respiration by that single cell only, excretion by that single cell only, respiration by that single cell, digestion by that single cell, circulation by that single cell. Each and every functioning of the body will be done by that single cell. So this is the major difference between unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means made up of one single cell. Multicellular means more number of cells. All the work will be managed. All the functioning of the body will be managed by one single cell in the body. Or when you take multicellular, as group of cells is present. Okay, as group of cells are present in it, what will happen there? Sharing of work will be there. So this single cell is able to manage the whole process of the body. So this is about unicellular and multicellular. So the next part will be explained for you in the next class. Thank you, children.